Duelist!
Duelist.
What's good, Duelist? Today we're hand shuffling on our way back from Montreal regionals. What deck were you playing, Daniel?
I was playing out Ignition.
I was playing my Beat Trooper strategy. Actually, it's not a Beat Trooper strategy no more. It's a DP Brave. Good strategy. So, I mean, Brandon won the whole thing. Brandon Eldridge. Who would have thought? If I played him, he was free, though. No, I'm just joking. Ryan beat me in Swiss. I played some pretty epic matches. Very epic matches. Very down-to-the-wire matches. I played very well. I actually played Daniel. We dueled. What happened in game 1? Was that the 5 hand trap game?
So, game 1. So, it's like round 5 or 6. We're both XO. And we get paired up and we sit down. So, Milano wins the die roll.
We're both 5-0 at this point. Yeah. We're both 5-0.
Milano wins the die roll. He goes first. He goes activate right, and I ash. And he just passes.
You belled it actually.
Well, yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah, you belled it. No, it's interesting.
And then, so he just passes it. I drop for turn, and then he drolls me, and I'm playing out Ignition, so I pass. And then, yeah. but here's the thing. So I talents. Look at his hand, and his hand is ash and double imperm. And so I was thinking about shuffling away ash, but I had another talents in hand. So I was thinking I'd rather him keep ash so that he can ash me on my turn and make my talents live again. So I shuffle away.
That's a good reason. I understand.
Yeah. I forgot to mention. And so because of that, I shuffle one of the imperms. But then
I was actually hoping you to shuffle from shuffle my imperm for the sole fact that I could literally top deck what I exactly did, which is right.
Yeah, and then you were able to normal summon. And
I forced out your ogre with Faithful, and then I just normal summoned and did a hockey 5 backs or I did Verte.
Yeah, you managed to get to Verte and summon DPE, and then on the following turn, because I was no longer locked on the draw, I was able to play through the DPE and imperm and have just enough for game. Yeah, he had DPE for next turn, but I made X code 53 with nothing else. But because I attacked last turn with my normal summon and he had a conduit, it was over game. So that was game 1.
Yeah, game 1.
And then game 2, he goes first, and he sets up Griffin Rider.
Griffin DPE and one.
Yeah, Griffin DPE, a set, and a bunch of cards in hand. I draw. I start making plays, and I believe.
I saved my DPE and Griffin for a while.
So he doesn't use DPE or Grip for a while. And so when I have my first 2 monsters, I link them off into Wicked. And Wicked says Cyberse itself and Cyberse it points to can be destroyed by battle or card effects. Which means DPE becomes null and void, and Griffin Rider becomes a shitty imperm.
He becomes a savage.
Yeah.
Savage is ass.
Which means I get to keep the body. And so I'm playing under him, and I managed to make enough to get a 3 material towers.
You did transcode, and I was like, yo,
I had transcode.
I chained DPE trying to pop itself in transcode because I'm like, it can't be targeted, right? Transcode's effect is cooling with Wicked. I thought that's what he was going for, and he's like, that's correct. And I'm like, all right, pop DPE in that, and then immediately he just resolved his other effect that I chained DPE to. Immediately I was just like, oh fuck, what's protecting it?
Yeah, no, it's sick. It's these hidden abilities that allow rogue decks to be dope like that.
Exactly.
But anyway, and so his DP is gone, and then he realizes I have enough to make the towers. So he's like, I have to, and he nibs, and he gets rid of his entire field.
Yeah, I even sacrificed my Griffin Rider.
Yeah, and so, but my hand, because I drew no hand traps, I drew all engine, and when you have all engine, you just have so much gas, you just keep pushing. So after that, I use token make Link Spider, then I special an Ignister with Field Spell to zone, and then use Talons in hand, take his nib, and then I link them off into Templar, and then they use one of the Ignister Reborns, summon to Templar zone, trigger Templar summon, and then still make towers with 4K.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But you used all your cards at that point. You had one card in hand, I'm like, yo, there's no way that's an interruption. I draw, like, I have Celestial Dasher. I'm playing through anything, right? Like,
Yeah.
like I had to make access code, and like I think I had like some other stuff on board. I don't know if I killed in that turn. I just set up super hard.
Yeah, but
it was game from there essentially.
yeah, and like I had like Wind Pegasus and Grave, I believe, and like,
it was Sting Lancer.
and like I misplayed too. I sided out on Mari for game 2, even though I should have kept it because that would be
access code would have been the only way to kill your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then even if you do run over with access code, then Pegasus can just shuffle your DPE, and then I play freely on my turn.
Yeah, literally.
And then
game 3 went first.
Game 3,
I think I nibbed you on your Link Monster.
Yeah. So he nibs me, and I believe I still made towers. Did I? Maybe not.
I think it was just a 3K one. I think it was a 3K with towers, and it was like super weak.
Yeah.
But what did our game come down to in the final?
Yeah. So it was So I managed to make only a 3K towers, and I didn't have Wind Pegasus in Grave. But I had the Mari, but your fucking Sting Lancer just shuffles.
Sting Lancer just stays getting rid of these problems. Come on.
And then he attacks over everything, and then I dropped Nib for turn, and I was like, and there was like 2 minutes left, and I was like,
there was no way to win.
And then
like I think that game was like gonna be like mine, but like still, yeah, time definitely had a factor in the sense that like even if you did have the way to win, I don't think I gave you enough time to be able to.
Yeah, like.
Which was just coming down to because it's such a high pressure situation. I was trying to make the best play every single time.
Yeah, it was an intense game.
It was very intense.
It was probably one of the better ones.
Oh, yo, you know the biggest misplay against me during the weekend? Matt McRae, when he used Stalio, he didn't link off his when he linked off his Stalio, he didn't bounce back my Almirage because I controlled no other monsters with it. He didn't bounce it back. He forgot to. And like 3 plays later, I'm like, yo, you didn't use Stalio effect, right? He's like, yeah, I forgot. Damn. I'm like, all right. So he makes access code on summon, on resolution. I go Sting Lancer, summon in attack position, effective Almirage, protect immediately, and then access code couldn't pop it, so he couldn't game me. It was crazy.
Wait, why would you summon an attack?
Maybe I should summon in defense. I don't know. I forget why. Maybe there's something else on the board. I forget. I don't even know. But it's 24-18. Probably. Yeah, I don't know why I summoned attack. Anyways, I was gonna die, but he just decided not to come.
Was that match?
Yeah. No. That was the first game that I won.
Did you 2-0 him?
No, I guess 2-1. But it would have obviously the game would have changed.
No, obviously.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, it was wild. Did your opponent make any big misplays or anything like that?
Oh yeah, there was so many because nobody knows what Ignister does or how to play against it. Like,
what did people play into the most? Like, what was the most valuable hidden ability? Because essentially your main effects are all hidden abilities. No one sees these cards engraved, reads them perfectly for effect, knows how they're going to work.
Okay. So I think this is the biggest misplay. So my opponent also had game. So I'm playing against Pure Tri Brigade round 2, and we're in game 3. So I go first, and after my first search, he draws me, and like there's just no way to play through draw, and so I just pass, and then he plays Obedience Schooled, and like I have no hand traps, I have nothing. I just drew all engine, and so he plays Obedience Schooled, and I combos off with that, and then passes, and then for turn I draw Nib, and then so basically the known disruption is that. So I think I had a Chalice maybe, so he couldn't get to Bear Brom, which means that I didn't have to deal with Revolt. And then I knew for a fact that I would have to play through the Joyous Melfi, which summons one of the guys that just pops.
Yeah, the rabbit guy.
Yeah. And so I start playing. So like I normal summon a guy, and he goes Ash. I was like, all right, that's fine. Then I make the Link 1, and he goes Valor. I was like, all right, that's fine. But I hard drew Field Spell, like I said, because I drew all engine, right? So I go activate Field Spell, and he goes, okay, on activation, Joyce Melfi, special the guy to pop.
Completely.
And so he pops my Island. I'm like, that's fine. But here's the thing. So I could have gamed him that turn, and I could like reset Island and keep going. But Melfi Puppy has an effect to summon another one from deck when I summon. So if he played 2 and then popped my Field Spell, I would have been fucked. So I had to force it out somehow. So I just go battle phase with my infant and attack the puppy, force it, and then like he does the puppy tag out. And I thought he was gonna summon the other one to pop, but instead he just summoned like a kid.
Probably only play like 1 or something because you don't.
No, because some builds play 2, but I guess he just thought I had no other play, and it was what to pop the infant. But it was sick because that gave me an extra material to play with. So in main 2.
That's how you have to use your battle phase as a resource.
Yeah, exactly.
Good to you.
And so then I go island effect engrave, and he's like, hold up, what does that do? And then he realized he fucked up, and it was awesome. And so so I go island, and then I start playing, and then I special. So my plan was I had Doyon in hand and Achichi engrave, whose effect I have not used that turn. So the plan was I summon Doyon, add back Achichi, Link, special Achichi, and go off and just kill, and I set up towers 4K with negate everything. But I special Doyon, and he imperms me. So then I was thinking, wait, hold up.
That was a yummy
So
trade.
that means this guy, opening hand, was obedient schooled 4 hand traps.
It's pretty impressive. Could be in a wood.
Take that in.
Wish I was that nice.
Yeah. And
he still fucking fumbled the bag.
yeah.
What was the look on his face when you're done?
Dude, he was like I can tell, you know, like when you play against like tier 0 combo decks and they just play to 5 hand traps and you're like, just stop playing.
Yeah.
Like that's the look he had in his eye.
Oh my god. This guy learned his power.
Yeah, and then but because of that I was really low material and I was only able to establish a 3K tower. However, I did have the gate set up in grave. And so like I was able to negate Access Code if he summons it. It's just I can't let him get to Omen. So it just really depends on how he sequences plays. I believe I had Nib in hand. I had Nib in hand too, so because I drew for turn. So I summon him and I pass. For turn, this guy draws Alpha, the Master of Beasts.
This game's over. Because he's supposed to just summon it and crash.
Yeah, and so he just summons it, and it's 3K. My tower's 3K, so he just attacks, and then I'm fucked. You know, like that's all that happens.
That's literally what you worked for your whole turn.
Exactly, and like there's nothing I can do to stop it. And I was like, fuck, that's so lame. However, instead of going battle phase, he went normal summon kit. And so he made access code, right? He still made it under 5 summons though. But the thing is, he summons access code, and he's like, okay, access code effect, because I got a token. He goes, access code effect, pop your token. I was like, that's fine.
Oh my god.
Resolution.
Why? The fucking Wind Pegasus.
Wind Pegasus, shuffle away Alpha, and then the Mario effect, negate access code, so it goes back down to 23.
That's a fucking destruction. That's bro, that's what I'm saying. That like look on your opponent's face when you just like absolutely like, you know, like make that play, and oh my god.
Yeah, and then
disgusting.
And then he just passed, and he was like, yeah, that's like, I can't do it. And I was like, dude, you should have attacked with Alpha. But like,
that's mad gritty. He's like, I'm gonna win the game this turn, beep.
Yeah. That was a sick misplay. That was fucking nice.
Definitely quite badass.
Yeah, no, but like in general, there were like a lot of misplays against me because like people just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, didn't know what to do. Dude, I felt for his Cyber's Wicked, but I feel like all the other ones I kind of played around. Like I was very like, I don't know, I played Daniel like 2-3 times, probably 2-3 matches before with his Adignisters, maybe 1 or 2. And yeah, like I think I kind of figured it out a little bit. So, you know, I read a lot of cards. I roll?
Yeah.
5?
7.
Alright.
Alright, I go first.
Good luck, duels.
Normal tour guide?
I'll chain Ash.
This one. I'll go
Gallus.
Gallus.
No, of course you have Gallus. No, we're not playing.
I'll go Black Dragon. Alright.
Well, that's a long UN and a half.
No, you know what? I'll mill Libbage, and then Libbage affects special graph from hand.
Damn. It worked out for you. Yo, but the event was a lot of fun, man. Seeing all the friends, seeing all the people dueling. You know what I'm saying? I saw true duelists. I saw, you know, truer duelists. Like it was fucking a ball for sure.
Yeah, it would been nice to not have
if
bubble.
I won, yeah.
Yeah, I was so close too. I was really close.
Yeah, I got lucky. I topped as a freaking X2. I lost to Ryan and like some Sword Soul guy, but the Sword Soul guy literally game 1 God handed me. Like the best Sword Soul God hand you could ever imagine. Like this guy had the long Yuan, Mo Bambo, two Tennies, and like
the fuck is Mo Bamba?
Mo Bamba, the normal summon, reveal one in hand.
Why do you call him Mo Bamba?
Is Mo Bamba
This whole time,
his cousin, Long Yuan. Like,
this whole time I thought you were talking about some random card from a set from 5 years ago.
no, we're talking about Mo Bamba. What are you talking about? Yeah,
You know, like some like interplanetary purpley thorny dragon type.
Yeah, I guess.
Space Mamba.
But yeah, Montreal was sick. Thank you guys for hand shuffling along. It's been duelists.
Duelist.
Duelists.
Shows the energy.